All right. Hello, my name is Quentin Bank. This is my CS2 final project through the University of Nebraska Omaha as of summer of 2025. My project is a voter's ballot. It was lab one of the course semester. Um, This implements a little GUI to the actual lab that prompts the user for first name, last name, voter ID, and selecting a candidate. All that information gets shoved into a CSV file and the program recalls that data if the voter ID has already been used and will display an error at the very bottom saying, hey, you've already voted. Um, Bring this over here. Here is what it looks like. Up at the top, I implemented a current date and time counter here as of August 15th, 2025, and the time is 1:57 p.m. So here is how this is going to work. It'll prompt you for your first name. There's my first name, last name, voter ID, which I will do incorrectly first for some error handling, and it will prompt you for each candidate. So we'll just pick Jane here. This submit vote button will not pop up until each of these fields have some sort of input in them. See, so if I delete this, it'll go away because it doesn't have anything in it. So let me retype that. Pay attention, this has 5 numbers in it. If I hit submit vote, an error message will pop up saying, hey, this needs to be a 6-digit voter ID. If we have a 6-digit voter ID, hit submit. The vote will be submitted, and as well as give a counter of how many votes John has and how many votes Jane has. I voted for Jane, should have 1. Perfect. If I hit reset here, it'll clear the board, clear that down here. And now some extra error handling. We'll put 123 up here. Of course, this isn't a valid name. Put my last name back up there, and then put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then hit Jane again. If I hit submit vote, all fields have some sort of input in them. Hitting submit vote will prompt the user saying, hey, first name or last name is wrong. You need to go back and look. Of course, boo, there's a typo. If I type in my name again, actually, let's do this. Let's just do something like James instead. That's my middle name, but whatever. And hit submit vote. Another Jane vote here, and it saved the vote as well as saying it's submitted. If I hit this again, it will say, hey, James Bank has already voted as of today's date up here, and the time voted was 1:59, and that was just 20 seconds ago. So all of that data is submitted through a CSV file here. Let's see here. The reset button, here we go. If I hit reset again, all data is wiped. Let me type in James again, and let's type in bank again. His voter ID was a bunch of 8s, so if I type in a bunch of 9s, the vote will actually still go through. The name can be the same. Many people have the same name. If I hit submit vote, see John has 1 vote now, and Jane has 1 vote. And again, if the voter ID is the same, it'll say that vote has already been casted. One of the things I was told to implement was a little Heidi icon deal that hid all of this information right here until this was all filled out and then popped up. That really didn't make sense to me. I only did the actual submit button that was hidden, solely because of it just doesn't make sense for you to not know like the candidates right away. Looking at all the information before like submitting an actual vote. There is some error handling that I implemented in for like, oh, if there wasn't anything in this, flag an error or this. That doesn't actually go through and prompt me because of this submit button. I have some in the code, but it just doesn't do anything unless like some weird bug happens, but I haven't ran into anything. And that's basically the entire project. Let's go this over here. Concepts that I learned and appreciated. The datetime module in Python is something that I learned. Pull that back up. The datetime module is what keeps track of this right here. It is system specific. So let's say you are in Europe instead. The date would be, of course, the same unless you are, of course, that many hours ahead or depending on like kind of what time you are, but the time would be different. And then a bunch of PyQt quirks, mainly the radio button quirk. So when trying to implement this reset button here, to reset these. Sometimes they would not reset because of the grouping. I had to go back and do some little manipulation with the grouping. I think it was like turning it on and then turning it back off again to get it to wipe, or vice versa, turning it off and turning it back on again to get it to like actually reset. And then the concepts I actually appreciated was the amount of modules in Python that are like super easy to use, super easy to implement. I am a electrical engineering student. We mainly code in C, and it's mostly embedded C, working with different microcontrollers. There's a lot of stuff that you have to make on your own. At least that I can't figure out or don't know about. There might be some different modules, stuff like that, but something I really appreciate about Python is how easy it is to work with and how many modules that you can implement to just make your life easier. Anyway, that is my project, and we are done.